Okay, Shamma and Sharina, please.
Good morning, everyone. They once said, if you want to connect, you must let them reflect. There are 3 things to aim at in public speaking. First, to get into your subject. Then, to get your subject into yourself. And lastly, to get your subject into the hearts of your audience.
Hello, everyone. They also said the only reason to give a speech is to change the world. Words have incredible power. They can make people's hearts soar, or they can make people's hearts soar. It is with great pleasure to welcome you all
to Liwa's second inter-school public speaking competition. First, let's watch this video.
I really do miss going back to school.
You're right, Sharina, me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the public speaking competition is a great opportunity for the students to shine and show their speaking talents in delivering effective and coherent speeches. The themes of our middle school competition are 1. How do I envision myself and my country 50 years from now? 2. The weirdest invention. 3. What will the world be like after COVID-19? 4. Sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles.
This year, we have 16 teams from Al-Ain schools. Today, those students will share with us their creative and innovative presentations about the themes. They will deliver their speech in amazing ways that reflect how passionate and enthusiastic they are. I'd like to introduce the jury. Dr. Sana, Assistant Professor of Public International Law, College of Law and Abu Dhabi University. Ms. Dinaz Kanji, Senior Instructor of Social Science, Coordinator, Academic Success Center, Al-Ain Campus, College of Arts and Sciences, and Abu Dhabi University. And Mrs. Noura Al-Rashidi, Programs Development Director for ADIC Schools. Words can't express our deep gratitude to you for accepting our invitation. Sacrificing your valuable time to be with us means a lot.
Before we start, I would also like to express my deep gratitude for Mr. Larry and our SLT members for giving us such an opportunity. Also, I would like to thank all the teachers and the students for their efforts. Now, I will read the competition rules. Each team will have 5 minutes. The team has to prepare a presentation. One of the team members will be in charge of moving the slides of the presentation. Students should have a strong internet connection. Cameras are on, and the student's face is clearly shown. Students are not allowed to read their part from a ready script. There will be 3 winners, the 3rd place, the 2nd place, and the 1st place. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharina Al-Jarmaki, and I am from the innovation team.
And my name is Shamma Al-Maheri, and I am from the innovation team as well. We are so proud to announce the beginning of the competition.
First, we will start with the contribution from our grade 7 students. They wanted to share their creativity with you.
Future international school.
Excuse me, just to clarify things, to break the ice, we have a friendly contribution from our students. They are not into the competition, just to have, they have something to share with you. Okay?
Nice.
Will you please, everybody, keep yourself muted? Excuse me? Keep yourself muted.
Miss Amal.
Yes, Ms. Rima.
I would like to check and see if Miss Aisha Strong, the one of our vice principals or heads of school is there with us, because unfortunately neither Mr. Larry nor Dr. Khayal were able to join us. They had to be part of an urgent meeting. So Miss Aisha will be welcoming the guests if she's there. Miss Aisha, are you with us?
Miss Rima, good morning. She's here in the section. I will let her know right away.
Excellent. Thank you very much. In the meantime, maybe we can start with the friendly participation. Thank you.
Yes, who's going to share her screen from grade 7 from our class, from our school?
Oh, Miss Rima, we'll just stop.
Who?
We will just talk. There's no presentation for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the inter-school public speaking competition. I'm Leal, and we are Echo Club members from Liwa International School. And today, we are here to sing our rap song, our very own rap song about sustainability. So, are you ready to be our avid fans? We are proud to present to you our sustainability rappers, Elma and Maya. So let's give them a round of applause.
Yo, everyone, clap your hands to the beat. Maya's gonna be singing with you. Life is beautiful, but we make bad. Seeing in the future will make you sad. Trash and pollution everywhere, on the floor, in the seas, and in the air. We need to be more sustainable and make the world unbreakable. We need to be more sustainable and make the world unbreakable. Why are we wasting up all our resources if we can't save and choose process? People should have responsibility to support sustainability, because the earth is suffering and there is no stability. We need to be more sustainable and make the world unbreakable. We need to be more sustainable and make the world unbreakable. Everybody clap to the beat. It's almost right now. Say no to wasting July supplements and use. Don't waste water and always reuse. Oh yes, we believe we can do this. You and me, we're together in this.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you all for listening. Remember, to live a more sustainable life, all it takes is a lifestyle change, including reducing your consumption and waste, and keep trying to have a more sustainable mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. That was really amazing. Now, the first team to start is Al-Isra Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Dr. Khayal?
Yes, Miss Amal.
Yes, can you please
Sure.
with our guests and everyone?
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Dr. Khalil Allaq, the Deputy Principal at Liwa International School, Falaj Hazza. I would like to welcome you all to this important event, this paramount opportunity to listen to all of our young talents express their views and eloquently share their thoughts and relate to each other and to the different kind of themes and issues happening in the current world. I would like to say that last year was also another opportunity that brought us together from different schools. And this year is going to be even a richer opportunity for the sole reason that we are in a time of difficulty, we are at a time of obstacles and impediments, but we are here together overcoming all these impediments to send a clear message that we can still show talent, we can still show creativity, we can still bloom with the talents of our young people. So thank you very much for being here today, and enjoy every single speech and presentation that will be given. I would like to tell our participants that please perceive yourselves as winners right from the start, because you are here defying all the difficult circumstances, being there online to reach out and to make a difference with your words. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khayal. Ms. Aisha, would you like to say anything?
I would just like to thank all the participants for participating. This is an exciting time for us. We have seen some good work, and I wish the best of luck to everyone. So good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much. So it was Isra School who's going to be sharing her screen or his screen.
Okay, thanks a lot, Miss. We are, first of all, I'm so happy to be here. And although this is the first time I participate with you, the teacher, but I'm so happy to be with you. And I hope all the participants will be winners. So we get to make the benefit for all. Okay, thanks. Now, please, can you go to the Rahaf Ihab? Please make it host.
Rahaf, can you raise your hand, like use the emojis of raising hand, please? Yes, she's a coach. You can start sharing your screen.
Okay.
Isra School, just a reminder.
Yeah, Isra School, ma, with you. Okay.
I will set the timer for 5 minutes. So yes, 5 minutes.
Hi to everyone. Today I am Rahaf Ihab in grade 8 at Isra Private School. Today I'm going to talk about coronavirus and how the world will be after COVID-19. Okay. First of all, as we know, COVID-19 is a virus that on the 5th of March 2020, the Health World Organization announced that the COVID-19 comes, and COVID-19 is a virus that attacks. Wait, please. Okay. The World Health Organization announced that emergence of COVID-19. COVID-19 is a virus that attacks the respiratory system, causing a high temperature, coughing, and difficulty breathing. It's also an infectious virus, which makes the countries and government to enact laws and measures to reduce the severity of epidemics. First of all, we have to wear masks wherever we go. We should always use sanitizers and also make distance between people. But from my point of view, I think that from my point of view, I think that the world will change a lot after COVID-19, and nothing will remain as it was. On the educational side, the schools will, the modern method of teaching students will be followed. This, for example, when students go to school, they will have to wear a mask, or they will have his or her own devices, and there will be no books. Teacher will not use a regular pen or a whiteboard. They will be replaced with a smartphone or something newer and better. And there will be a new jobs. And people who specialize in field of artificial intelligence and machine learning will be the most paid people in the world. From another side, the health sector will greatly develop, and people will not have to go to hospital except for necessary cases. And surgeries will be done by using robots, or there will be robotic nurses. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Rahaf. Please, can you make the host to Sadil Khalid from your Cerebral School? I have 4 participants with me.
Okay. Sadil?
Yeah, Sadil Khalid.
Yes, I am here.
Okay, go ahead, Sadil.
Please, the students who's going to present, please make sure that your camera is on, please. Thank you.
Open the camera, Sadil, please. Okay.
I'm not a host.
Can you try to make it host to to open the presentation, please? Make Sadil host, please.
Can she raise her name, raise her hand or something?
Sadil, raise up your hand. Sadil.
raise your hands, okay?
Go ahead, Sadil. Go ahead.
Mr. I am not the host.
You are the co-host. Just a second. Okay.
Okay.
I can't make a co-host. Yes, yes, you are now.
Okay, Sadil, go ahead. You are host now.
Good morning. My name is Sadil. Good morning. My name is Sadil Khalid. Today we're going to talk about how the world be like after coronavirus. Most countries of the world apply physical distancing measures and stay home to try to stop the outbreak of the new coronavirus. And this has been completed with a human coordination toward a digital solution to maintain the conduct of meeting and lesson and training and others. This led to a big jump in internet traffic and the spread of video conference applications, and many people were able to experiment with the possibilities of continuing work or study using these technologies, and they realized that they could be an alternative to traveling to other countries to attend meetings in convents and even government agencies. In fact, many found a way to play sports and produce music and celebrate birthday. However, everyone faced a problem in the inability of the infrastructure in various countries of the world to withstand the great pressure once used of digital infrastructure for work or study. And here are the things I imagine will happen if the corona will never end. A life will be full of robots, not human, at hospital, malls, and restaurants. A life will not stay online. Students will go to school, but with a far distance and will use laptop at box. And here there's the positive things.
Sadil, open your camera, Sadil, please. While speaking, open your camera. I told you. Can you open your camera, Sadil? Okay. So please, I think she had a problem with the camera. So Ms. Amal, please, can she continue? Okay, go ahead, Sadil.
And here there's the positive things about COVID-19. And here there's the negative things about COVID-19. What should you know about COVID-19 to protect yourself? Wash your hand with soap and clean our surfaces that are touched under the supervision of Mr. Mamdouh.
Thanks, Sadil. Now I can...
Mr. Mamdouh, you have exceeded the time. We have only 5 minutes. So okay. Can we just have those two students?
I have two participants also now. How many minutes do we have now?
You had only 5 minutes and you have exceeded the time.
Okay.
So we will have only those two students. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. I just want to clarify one thing to our juries. Thank you first of all for joining us in this competition. Our jury, Dr. Sana, Dr. Daniz, and Ms. Noura. Just want to clarify one thing about Google Form. Google Form will not do the one that we shared with you regarding the competition, will not do the calculation. So will you please, like after you put the marks, you do the calculation manually and you put the results, like you jot down the results. So it will be easier for you when you go to the breakout rooms for discussion when we finish the competition. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Amal, I would also like to... Sorry for that. Ms. Amal, I would like to clarify and remind all the schools once again that before they start, if they can assign a co-host and let us know ahead of time so that before they start their presentation, we can assign that student as a co-host, because we cannot be assigning the co-host during the presentation, in order for a smooth presentation and for it to run smoothly. So as soon as any of the schools starts, please let us know of your co-host. We will assign them and that will remain the co-host for the rest of the presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, Shama.
Okay, thank you for the amazing presentation. The next team to start is Zahar Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shama. Hello, everyone. We are from Zahar Private School, and I'd like to inform you that my student, Kent Andre, will be presenting his screen, and he has already raised his hand. Thank you very much. So, Kent, can you please, if you can make him a host now, he'll present. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, Miss, we'll start now. Okay. ZPS, are you ready?
Yes, Kent.
Gratitude is an important quality to nurture. Even in difficult times, it can help us see the good things. It is a powerful catalyst for happiness. It is the spark that lights a fire of joy in our soul.
In strange, in unprecedented times, like the one the whole world is facing, having positive and happy thoughts is the need of the hour. In such stressful times, and with all the craziness happening around the world, what better topic can we discuss than how will the world be like after COVID-19?
Good morning, all. I am Sayyid Abdurrahman Jaffer, and my friends are Kent Andre, Ahmed Raid, and Riz Ayaz. We are students of Zahar Private School, British Division.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken away so much from us and has challenged us in ways we could have never imagined. But we are hopeful that when the world comes out of the grip of this killer virus, there is no doubt that the face of the human society would have transformed for the best.
When we come out of this, we might have learned lessons that are outside the typical academic subjects in formal curriculum. In the past year, during the pandemic-induced lockdown boredom, haven't we all tried our hand at mastering a new skill? Cooking, painting, poetry, the list is endless, giving life to the hobbies we could earlier never find time to pursue.
Let's not forget the valuable lessons we have learned from living day in and day out with our family members. Lessons in giving, sharing, caring, and understanding each one's wants and needs. Now we know that not all learning happens in the classroom.
When we come out of this, we would be more resilient. Hard and difficult times undoubtedly pushes us to the maximum and eventually leave us stronger and wiser. Surviving the worst nightmare of the century would have made us more adaptable to the stress and strain of life ahead. We become stronger persons, more equipped to take on any future challenge with ease and elan. We would be skilled in managing big feelings like anxiety, worry, and fear because we survived COVID. So bring it on.
When we come out of this, we would be more grateful grateful for still being alive, still given an opportunity to love, to care, and to help make this world a better place. Grateful to have had family and friends to tide over the difficult times. The pandemic had been, after all, an opportunity, a forced one, agreed, but still an opportunity to ponder about what we as individuals truly care about and to be thankful for it.
When we come out of this, we would have understood the difference between needs and wants and how to balance those. Was there really a need for all that shopping and trips to the mall? It has taught us to strive only for our needs and not for our greed.
When we come out of this, we will have new heroes. The COVID-19 villain has changed who we see as heroes. The heroes will no longer wear capes. The heroes will no longer be on our 17mm screen. Our heroes are our doctors, nurses, and medics who have selflessly worked, saving lives and homes. Our frontline workers and volunteers of COVID-19 have showed us that you don't have to be a Superman or a Superwoman to do a heroic job. So thank God if you have to stay at home, because despite everything, we are in the best place we could be, at home, surrounded by who love us. Perhaps it's time to transform our home into a wonderful place to stay, a place of peace and not of war, a place of embrace and not of distance.
Anyway, can't we all look with different eyes at the situation we experience? Well, we made our home a party, listened to music, sang, danced.
We made our home a place of worship, prayed, meditated, and thanked for all of our blessings. We made our home a school, read, wrote, drew, painted, studied, learned, and even taught our siblings.
We had enough time to clean, organize, or decorate our homes together as a family. Amazingly, we also made our house a restaurant, cooked, created new recipes, and enjoyed planting our very own kitchen garden together.
We made our home a little gym, exercised, and kept ourselves fit.
In conclusion, the world after COVID-19 will be more versatile, enhanced resilience, bounteous gratefulness, better financially literate, and more humane.
So let's keep going, reminding ourselves that the flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and the most beautiful of all. Thank you.
Thank you for the amazing presentation. The next team to start is Future International School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Manal from Future International School. My team consists of 4 students, Maria, Judy, Minna, and Julie. Julie will present, and the 4 students will start to present.
So, Ms. Manal, Julie is going to be the co-host. Julie, can you please raise your hand, Julie?
Yes. Julie, are you ready? Julie, are you here?
She is now the co-host, Miss. Thank you, Miss Manal.
Thank you. Julie?
Yes, she is in. Yes.
Yes.
Excuse me, there is an echoing in the sound.
It's maybe you and the students are in the same room, right? Or you're using two devices. That's why there's an echo. Is that right?
Yeah, Julie is using two devices, yes.
No, for you, Mrs. Manal, you have the echo. I don't think Julie has an echo or something. So can you please mute yourself so students can? Okay.
How do I upload the presentation?
Just share your screen, my dear.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. Please let us know when you're gonna start so I can set the timer.
Okay.
Minna, are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. Move to the next slide so she can start, please, Julie. Start, Minna.
Good morning, everyone, and nice to meet you today. Nowadays, humanity is facing the greatest crisis of our generation. We are diving in uncharted water and do not know exactly where we are going. People on the front lines are courageously fighting COVID-19, and our national leaders are providing critical services throughout the pandemic. Here, we have to stand tall and take decisive actions to ensure we are resilient. This presentation intends to provide our audience with potential longer-term implications and imaginative scenarios on what might happen after COVID-19 in our life. Before we start, we need to answer a very important question. Why and how should we think of scenarios for the new normal? This presentation explores various scenarios about how the COVID-19 pandemic could redirect our life over the next 3 to 5 years. Building on several present trends, the scenarios are built on important doubts that we already face, both already evident and on others potentially possible based on the severity of the pandemic. On government actions and on individual actions, we choose to focus on the next 3 to 5 years because this time frame is long enough that change is possible. As you go with us through this presentation, challenge yourself to imagine how things you were sure would happen could now be on a different course. Avoid the temptation to conclude that the crisis will accelerate the changes you already expected, or that the scenarios are truths or future forecasts. We hope this presentation will help you to spark several questions and discussions relating to the next steps for your life. This presentation will be focusing on 4 vital fields that will witness radical changes in the future. They are education, travel, tourism, healthcare, and shopping.
First, education. While countries are at different points in their COVID-19 infection rates, worldwide there are currently more than 1.2 billion children in 186 countries affected by school closures due to the pandemic. In Denmark, children up to the age of 11 are returning to nurseries and schools after initially closing on March 12th. But in South Korea, students are responding to roll calls from their teachers online. With the sudden shift away from classroom in many parts of the globe, some are wondering whether the adoption of online learning will continue to persist post-pandemic, and how such a shift would impact the worldwide education market. This graph demonstrates the figure that referred to learners enrolled at pre-primary, primary, lower secondary, upper secondary levels of education, as well as university education level. Now, what are the expected changes that may happen in the education field? Recent research and studies have shown that there are 3 axes that will witness a great makeover in this field, namely the use of online tools, a great shift towards homeschooling and online learning, and a different role to parents, teachers, and students. In terms of online tools, schools will make much greater use of online tools. Most students will use online tools. Most students across the globe will soon have laptops and some type of internet access. Teachers are going to like many of the tools out there. They will have an easier time using them, and they will turn their classes into great fun. According to the New York Times, Dave Deming, a school principal, has recently pointed out that online tools can be helpful, as they allow teachers to focus more on engaging students and mentoring them. Another aspect that will change is the type of schooling. There may be some shift in this direction. Families will get more accustomed to online learning. However, this approach has a significant disadvantage that families have to play the role of the home monitor and teacher. A few families want or can afford that given their work schedules and other responsibilities. Moreover, research consistently suggests the students learn in a less fully virtual environments. In person, teacher-led instruction simply has too many advantages. In terms of learning methods, competency-based learning will be the dominant one. By competency learning, I mean learning through mastering of selected competencies and skills. However, some educators doubt the quality of this kind of learning. They assume that while they let students learn at their own pace, competency-based approaching atomize learning and rely heavily on standardized tests. Students provide their competency and can go on the next topic only by passing a test. Finally, a shift to some online tools could shift the role of teachers, making them more like coaches and mentors. They can point students to a very good online lectures and then be there to provide guidance and feedback, and to make connections across topics. The roles of students and parents could also shift. Students have more places to look. They may be more likely to try and address learning needs on their own. When roles change, everything else can change with it, though in less predictable ways.
Maria?
Okay, now we'll be talking about travel and tourism.
Miss Manal, you have exceeded the 5 minutes. How long is Maria going to speak? Like 1 minute or how long?
Two minutes, please. 2 minutes only.
Okay, go ahead, Maria.
Now we'll be talking about travel and tourism. Until the virus is under control and efficient systems are in place to restore confidence in travel, it's simply too soon to tell when people can expect to start booking again. The coronavirus has devastated economies around the world and disrupted life in ways that were unimaginable just a few months ago. The world will never be the same, but at some point, industries will start coming back online and people will start going out again. To this end, travels and tourism is threatened, and we are not sure what may happen to them. Now, this graph illustrates how Corona influences people's travel plans. It is evident that 82% of people have changed their plans due to COVID-19, and they had to adjust these plans. In fact, the survey conducted by Longswood International and Miles Partnership found that of those that had changed their travel plans for 2020 and 2021, which is nearly a quarter, or 22%, had switched to driving from flying. Aviation industry group Airlines for America says, US have idled 3,000 aircraft, or half the nation's fleet, due to the downturn. While the number of passengers passing through TSA checkpoints at airports is down 93% over last year, this proves that clients are a little hesitant to get on an airplane right now, as Jessica Griskevich, which is the director of marketing at MacCabe World Travel in McLean, Virginia, said. She added that we're already preparing for the drive market for the remainder of the year and probably into 2021. Now, what do we anticipate? For the next 5 years, there are some expectations we believe they will happen. Firstly, tourist attractions such as worldwide theme parks such as Disneyland and iconic museums such as the Louvre have set new measurements and revealing plans to welcome visitors back this month and next. Operators of some of the world's largest theme parks painted a picture of what they expect a coronavirus era normal to look like inside their gates. So the scene will include mandatory temperature checks, visitors and crew in masks, rides, lines, and seats spaced to allow for social distancing, and also the characters will interact from afar, if at all. Besides, tickets will be sold online to avoid any crowd. Now for traveling, no one will be surprised to see significantly more biometric screening and touchless elements. Biometric screening is a system that could scan a person's face, direct him to a TSA lane, and use biometrics to let him buy anything at the airport without taking his wallet out. Now, one last change that will be the new priority of the travel service is mainly the cleaning and contact-free technology. Guests should expect to see more frequent cleaning, transparent shields, abundant hand sanitizers, and reminders about distancing in lobbies reconfigured to create more space and distance. They should also expect to interact with fewer workers as hotels encourage people to check in online and use their phones as room keys. Now, the guidelines from the American Hotel and Lodging Association states that the use of technology to reduce direct contact with guests, lobby population, and front desk queue is encouraged where feasible. In addition, contactless payment processes are encouraged, and when not available, employees should minimize contact as much as possible.
Thank you so much. But let me clarify one thing. Only 5 minutes is allowed for each team. And the one who's going to exceed this will affect their score.
We will see the conclusion, Justice.
Just one more thing, just to clarify for other schools as well. Okay, just 5 minutes. And please, our dear judges, take this into consideration. Thank you so much. Okay.
Give us extra 30 seconds.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. To conclude, life during the COVID-19 pandemic has been uniquely stressful for parents with children at home, workers in different economic sectors, and for frontliners. Bridget Colligan, UCLA Assistant Professor of Psychology, said adjusting to life after COVID-19 could be stressful for many, who should be patient and not expect everything to go back how it was before. Colligan said, post-COVID-19 will be an adjustment. Some jobs will be more highly paid than before. Others will disappear, but for sure, a lot of radical changes will take place in the coming 3 to 5 years. We should learn how to adjust ourselves to know how to lead a less risky life. Please have a look at our citation. Thanks for your attention, and let's call it a presentation.
Thank you, she's done.
Thank you so much. Can you stop sharing the screen? Okay. Is it Shamma or Sharina now?
Me. So thank you for the presentation. The next team to start is International Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
And the one who's going to be the co-host, please.
Mohammed Said. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, he raised his hand, Mr. Hafiz.
Mohammed Said, please raise your hand.
He raised it, yes.
Must I raise it?
Okay, good morning, everybody. I am so proud to participate with you for the first time. Okay, Mohammed, start, please.
And we are so proud to have all the schools with us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
One second. Can you see my sharing? Okay, let's start. The International Private School Speaking Competition. The weirdest inventions. Aim to talk about some of the weirdest inventions in the world. Tasks: have a spot on the weirdest inventions, the reason for inventing them, decide if they are useful in our daily life. Introduction. Aim. People always try to invent something. Sometimes it was a success, but sometimes they invented very strange things or devices. Our task was to examine different kinds of inventions and to decide: 1, if they all were useful; 2, what influence they had on the development of civilization. Now, with the first student and the first weirdest invention, the student Muhammad Ali.
The noodles cooling fan. Everyone in Japan uses chopsticks, and this invention is basically chopsticks with a fan attached. The USB-powered fan latches onto the base of the chopsticks, blowing on your noodles and cooling them while you eat. The fan comes with the sound effects of bubble wrap. It was also made by Japanese smell Momofoko Ando in the year 2018 in Japan.
Thank you, Muhammad. Now with the second weirdest invention and the student Ahmed Muhammad Jamal.
The shoes umbrella. Invention provides shoes with umbrellas. The shoes with the umbrellas are specifically characterized in that small umbrella is arranged a tau cap of a common shoe body. The shoes with the umbrellas are scientific and reasonable in design, novel and ideal, full of personality, nice, graceful, adapted to all styles, has overall coordination and unification, and integrates the simplification, fashion, elegance, and taste.
Thank you, Ahmed. Now with the third weirdest invention and the student Ahmed Mahdi.
The baby stroller scooter hybrid, designed and made by Valentine Body. Before the cries of "want somebody think of the children" ring out, we should point out the roll buggy features, especially made hydraulic brake system with 2 discs, brakes to slow and bring the buggy to a stop. However, you will want to ensure Junior is trapped in using the buggy safety belt, lest your little bundle of joys is sent flying when you loam on the brakes. To also mention, it was made in the year 2010 in Russia.
Thank you, Ahmed. Now we have small weird inventions that we wanted to mention in our presentation. Head-mounted toilet paper dispenser. Need a quad keyboard. Thankless keyboard cover helps in reducing the noise and also protects your keyboard from dust and water. Walking hand. Shock your friends with this scary walking hand. This hand is cleverly designed and looks real. Well-top removable windshield and roof system for your bicycle. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for this amazing presentation. The next team to start is Al Manahal Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Mohammed, will you please stop sharing your screen, please? Thank you, Habib.
It's actually the first time for me to be sharing on Zoom, so I don't actually know how to stop sharing.
From the top, there is like stop share screen.
Yes. There is something called pause share. That's it?
No, stop share, not pause share. Stop share.
Wait more. Actually, no. Wait a minute.
Yes. Our dear judges, our jury, are you fine with the time or time pacing with the evaluating team, or you need some time?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sana. Dr. Denise, Ms. Noura.
Can you just give us a couple of minutes just to, just to understand which school is presenting? The names of the schools are coming very fast.
Okay, so I will ask our presenters to say the name slowly a little bit, okay?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
So now it's the time of which school, Shireen, Shamma or Shireen? What was it?
Al-Manahil School.
Now we have Al-Manahil School.
Good morning, Ms. Wajiha.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, I'm Rennie Matthew. So our team Nosin will be our host. Nosin, are you able to
Yes,
present?
miss. Yes,
Can you
miss.
raise your hand, please? Yes.
Yeah,
I
you can
raised
raise
my
your
hand.
hands.
Yes, she raised her hand.
So our team, all four are ready, right?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, they can start, right, Wajiha?
Okay, 1 minute, miss.
Okay, when you're ready, yes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Narseen. We know the world is now going through COVID-19 and a lot of people have been infected by the virus. Most of the people, including the ones in medical and scientific field, even myself, have a question how old the world will be like after COVID-19.
Malak? Malak, you are muted. Excuse me, Ms. Wajiha. Malak, can you hear us? She's saying some internet issue. Malak?
The next slide then.
Okay, Nosin, go ahead with the next slide. Reem, continue.
Hello, I am Mariam, and the first point which you would like to highlight is because of this pandemic situation, disruption will accelerate. It means the people who are having health problems, they're the most susceptible to the virus, and there is going to be an increasement in the death rate. And the second point is pandemic habits will persist. When this pandemic struck, remote work takes place, it may persist. Digital business may take lead. Robots may take over humans. And here are a few images that highlight these.
Hello, I am Reem. This slide explains the changes which may get prevalent in health department. Physicians will adapt to try and get their patients the care they need without in-person visiting. In addition, more evaluations of public health will take place, and data communication would be better and greater than visualization. Our first point is regarding hygiene and safety. Protocols, screening, sterilization, and controls are going to be much better. In addition, new policies and procedures will be introduced with proper training. Only small fields will be hired. Moreover, remote data collection will be conducted.
More than 775 million school children have been affected by school closures around the world due to COVID-19. While some demand online classes, as it's much better and easier, some insist face-to-face sessions. In a nutshell, educational system will never disrupt. Our next point is about the change that may take in place economy. A noted economist has forecasted that major economies will lose at least 2.4% of the value of their GDP due to pandemic control measures.
As COVID has still not subsided, the toll of death and changes in our social world will be evident. Online shopping will be promoted as it will be convenient for everyone. Significant changes would be seen in lifestyles.
And to add on what Mariam said, after the outbreak of COVID-19, as the lifestyle and attitude of people change, for instance, the one who used to wake up at 7 to go for work, starting waking up at 9 for WFH or work from home. They will face internal inhibitions and hiccups to get back to normal working schedule.
Our 10th point is work change and job profile. After the outbreak of COVID-19, some people lost their jobs and some people lost their establishments. When everything is back to normal, the establishments will reduce the labor force by allotting multiple rules and responsibilities for the laborers, thereby saving the income. In addition, the guidelines that were before Corona will be entirely different from the new ones to prevent any more pandemics in future. Moran has researched in the field and technology will eventually give a great boost to digital world. The countries will also promote digital and virtual means for connecting to people in other countries instead of physical meetings.
In brief, people will be hesitant to impress global.
In brief, people will be hesitant to impress global travel and industrial is essential. Manufacturing and use of more private air transports will gain precedence over prevailing public air transports.
We can be
expecting people to work together after this pandemic situation.
We can be sure that a lot of change will be visible in all areas once this pandemic is wiped out from Earth. With this, I would like to thank the school management of Liwa School for having given us this opportunity to be a part of this prestigious event. We from Al Manahib Private School now bid you adieu. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Alia International Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes,
Ms. Bajia and Ms. Amal, thank you for giving us this great opportunity to participate with you and share our ideas and thoughts from our students. I would like just to inform you that we will have Arabic public speech after we finish the first one in English, then we will start the Arabic one.
Yes, actually that's what we wanted you to do, actually. That we wanted to request you to do.
Don't worry, miss, don't worry.
And do the Arabic. Thank you so much.
Thank you
okay,
so much.
So the one who's getting...
Maid, yes, I just texted Maid will present. So please, would you like to give him the host?
Yes, she's here. Yeah, I will admit her, okay?
Okay, thank you, Miss. Salamed, you can speak.
Good morning, everyone. It's a blessed morning to one and all. My name is Maid, and along with my friends from Area International Private School, would you like to represent public speaking on our topic, world after COVID-19. And now we will start with the objective. Understand how our lives will be changed after COVID-19. Identify 5 or 6 alternatives can be replaced and used for sustainable development, and identify the ideal usage of renewable resources. And now we will start with the introduction. Wear your mask and wash your hands continuously. My mother's word echoed and are deeply engraved in my mind. I realized this is the new normal post about COVID-19. The forecast appears one after the other. Some of them are more optimistic, some not, but almost everyone agrees that despite of a decline of such unprecedented scale, humanity will still find the strength to recover. Values will change, our lives will change, and habits will change, and our homes will also change under the influence. And now let's listen to our sister Bernard with home as the new office.
Hi, my name is Rinat Salah from grade 6B. Today I will talk about the world after COVID-19. Home as the new office. During quarantine, most of people are forced to work from home. Post-COVID-19 or 20 will embrace the hybrid form of learning. A huge challenge of network providers as my father on his online meetings, my brother and I on our online lessons will have to compete for the strongest Wi-Fi signal. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena. And now let's know how will we use bunkers and how the industry will be after COVID-19 with Mubarak.
Hi, my name is Mubarak Saleh from grade 8A. Bunkers better than open plan. Our way of life will be like never before. If we are not careful, we will have a divided society. With the vaccination, we will have better opportunities like flying, employment, face-to-face learning. The World Health Organization has reiterated the importance of COVID-19 vaccination as we prepare for an appearance of regularity. And the consequences of the pandemic, the entrance area will be separated so that we can leave our shoes, clothing, and belongings on the street rather than carry them into the living quarters. Change in mass industry. There are many more great discoveries ahead, and more questions will be asked, such as, are these things made of natural materials? In addition, governments will have to maintain local manufacturers to restore economic performance. And they will totally depend on the efficient experts. Our new way of life will be wash your hands, stay safe at home. Let's create a new worthy life that our planet needs.
Thank you, Mubarak. Also, we know some information about water filtration by Fatma.
Hi, my name is Fatma Ali. Today I will be talking about filtration and utilization. After the pandemic, the people will worry about what might happen if a virus gets into the water supply. To make sure people will be willing to pay for the digging, service, and filtration system needed to use water safely. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Finally, I would like to thank you all for giving us this opportunity to express our ideas. Be safe and healthy. This was prepared by Maid Niadi, Fatma Ali, Renad Muhammad, and and Mubarak Saleh. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you, May. Thank you, Ms. Wajiha, Ms. Amal. Thank you. Now we would like to ask you to give the host for Al-Yaman. He will present the Arab speaking. Could you please? Hello. Can you hear me, Ms. Wajiha?
Yes, sorry. Who's going to be the host now?
Yes, Al-Yaman, Al-Yaman.
Okay, will he please raise his hand?
Yes, could you please, Al-Yaman, raise your hand? Al-Yaman, can you hear me?
Yes, can you see him, Mr.
Yeah,
Chris?
okay.
Yes, he's the co-host.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Verma.
زين يلا صح. نحن طلاب مدرسة العالية الدولية الخاصة سأتحدث اليوم عن الحياة والعالم ما بعد كورونا.
هي البنت سألت
الحياة بعد كوفيد-19. أجبر فيروس كوفيد-19 أكثر من نصف سكان العالم على البقاء في المنزل وفرض نمط حياة جديد على الجميع، وهذا أثر على المجتمع والعالم بكل النواحي الاجتماعية والاقتصادية، فأصبح هناك انقطاع عن العمل والدراسة وعن التواصل الاجتماعي وانقطاع عن ممارسة أي نشاط رياضي. الحياة بعد كوفيد-19. الحياة الاجتماعية بعد كوفيد-19 أعاد الحظر المؤقت ضبط العلاقات الأسرية لدى البعض، فأصبح أفراد الأسرة قريبين من بعضهم يقضون معظم الوقت معا. ثانياً، تغيرت الكثير من العادات المرتبطة بالاستهلاك فزاد شراء الأغذية ومنتجات النظافة. ثالثاً، العادات اليومية تتجه نحو الالتزام بنظام نظافة أكثر صرامة وعمت ثقافة غسل اليدين والتباعد الاجتماعي. رابعاً، قلت الحفلات والإسراف في الولائم. الحياة الصحية بعد كوفيد-19. اتجه الناس إلى ممارسة الرياضة في الأماكن المفتوحة، تقليل الناس الطلب من المطاعم واستبدالها بالطعام والطهي المنزلي. اتجهت الحكومات في العالم إلى التركيز على الصحة والتكنولوجيا وتطوير الأماكن المفتوحة.
التعليم بعد كوفيد-19. أصبح العديد من الطلاب يدرسون من المنزل بمساعدة أجهزة الكمبيوتر المحمولة والأجهزة اللوحية والدروس على الإنترنت. يشرف الآباء مباشرة على الطلاب والمعلمين عن بعد. يقضي معظم الطلبة الساعات المدرسية بين المكتب وأرجاء المنزل، قضاء وقت أكثر مع العائلة. الوظائف بعد كوفيد-19. لجأت ملايين الشركات حول العالم إلى العمل عن بعد للحفاظ على إنتاجية الموظفين. اكتشف المجتمع أن لا حاجة إلى الكثير من مباني المكاتب العملاقة. تغيير أوقات العمل بين الموظفين ساهم في تقليل الازدحام في ساعات النهار. الشركات فضلت العمل عن طريق المنزل وبالتالي تقليل نفقات الإيجار والمكاتب والكهرباء. الرعاية الصحية بعد كوفيد-19. كشفت الأزمة إخفاقات خطيرة في صحة العديد من الدول وفي أنظمة تقديم الرعاية الصحية. تقليل توريد الكمامات والمعقمات من الخارج وإنشاء مصانع محلية. قلة زيارات الناس للمستشفيات والاكتفاء بالاستشارات عبر الهاتف. تخطط الكثير من الدول زيادة الاستثمار في بحوث الوبائيات.
التسوق بعد كوفيد-19. خلال فترة الحظر تضاعف التسوق عبر الإنترنت. التقليل من الذهاب إلى المحلات. وجد البعض أن التسوق الإلكتروني سهل وسريع. بعض المحلات أدرجت خاصية الشراء من الموقع والاستلام من المحل حتى تبقى على نظام العمل ساري. المطاعم بعد كوفيد-19. اتجهت المطاعم إلى التسويق الإلكتروني وتلبية حاجات الناس عن طريق التطبيقات، فأصبح الطلب عبر التطبيقات أسهل وأوفر.
تحسين جودة الهواء. من التغييرات الإيجابية للعمل من المنزل والتعليم من المنزل، تقليل عدد السيارات في الطرقات، تقليل انبعاثات غازات الاحتباس الحراري، تقليل السفر الجوي للأعمال. يعد الوباء هو نقطة تحول للعالم. ستتخذ الحياة أنماط وأشكال جديدة، وستتغير أولوياتها بعد الصدمة العالمية. حتى لو استغرق الأمر فترة من الزمن وتخترع أنماط مبتكرة، وستركز على التفاصيل الاجتماعية. شكرا على حسن استماعكم.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is United School of Al-Yaha. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Ahmed Dabaj. I'm from United School of Al-Yaha. Okay, first of all, we would like as United School to extend our thanks and appreciation for Liwa School for organizing this wonderful event. Now, even though our students have worked long hours for preparing for this event, however, they were really enthusiastic and excited. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr.
So Magda from United School, if you can raise your hand, please. She will be presenting. So if you can give her the co-host. She's raising her hand now.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So we have Yamin, Mason, Malik. Are you ready? Please turn your cameras on. Okay, good. So this will not be included in our time, right?
No, just when they will start, I will set the timer.
Yeah.
She's Maysoon, yes? Is she Maysoon? What's her name, please?
United School, Magda.
She's raising her hand, Mr. Hafiz.
Yeah, she is.
Do I share my screen?
Yes. So would you please give a cue for the first speaker to start when you start the timer?
When you share the screen and you are ready, we're gonna.
Okay.
Yes, she's now the co-host. She can share her screen.
Go ahead, Magda. Yes, I think you can start now, Yamin.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Yamin Jarrah and I'm in the middle school public speaking team and for the United School of Yahal, and I'd like to thank the school for giving us this opportunity and organizing this this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, by 2050, the world's population may reach a whopping 10 billion, and with more people comes more demand for food, travel, housing, and other related aspirations. And an increasing number of people are unable to meet basic needs Oh yeah, we're putting the planet at risk because there's overconsumption, and the planet is over biodiversity loss and climate change. We're putting the planet at risk, and we need targeted action.
From the second half of the 19th century, Western societies started to discover that their economic and industrial activities had a significant impact on the environment and the social balance. When several ecological and social crises took place in the world and rose awareness that a more sustainable model was needed. So, in the 1970s, the interactions between 5 different dimensions were population growth, industrialization, pollution generation, food production, and non-renewable resource depletion were analyzed, and the strongest ending scenario was that an economic and social collapse would happen by the end of the 21st century. If man imposes no limit growth. After more than 4 decades, these predictions seem to be right when it comes to pollution and its consequences. And since then, many studies, research, and conferences were carried out to find a common outlook and common principles, inspire and guide the world's population to preserve the human environment. The official definition of sustainable development was developed for the first time in the Brundtland Report in 1987.
As a result of all that, in 2015, the United Nations member states adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which provides a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet. At its heart are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which are an urgent call for action by all countries in a global partnership. These SDGs in turn create the work frame for all nations that will want to participate in preserving the planet. There are, however, limitations to relying only on footprints calculation for policy design and action. This calls for another parallel framework on the individual and population level to lead to sustainable lifestyle. So, the UNEP's paper, A Framework for Shaping Sustainable Lifestyle, identified the key domain of final constitution as food, housing, mobility, consumer goods, and leisure. To work in alignment to global efforts here in the UAE, the government launched the UAE Vision 2021, which aims to make the UAE one of the best countries in the world. By the time of its golden jubilee, the UAE National Agenda was developed to guide efforts here toward achieving and the vision across 6 national priorities, including sustainable environment. And according to 2018 SDG Index and Dashboard Report, the UAE ranked 60 among 156 countries, having improved by 17 rank compared to 2017, the best ranked country in Gulf region in both years.
On the other hand, private companies in the UAE have immense potential to drive progress on the SDGs, as they have done in the past few years. The nation's biggest corporations have already been implementing various SDGs into their business by launching dedicated strategies and running related initiatives. According to my religion and my traditions, we are responsible for every form of life around us. We should seek for others like what we would like to see for ourselves. Uniquely in the UAE, sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles are deeply rooted in the local culture and shared values. Values like care, tolerance, resilience, and more are extended towards the environment and the planet. We are citizens of the planet as one community. We are responsible for preserving it for a sustainable future for all to live in peace and harmony. And as in the UNEP study identifies attitudes, infrastructures, facilitators, and preconditions, working together for a sustainable lifestyle, we would like to contribute a share. And first, we think it would be a wonderful idea to implement a sustainability invention subject in schools or universities. Second, a government-led reward system for individuals and companies that lead a sustainable lifestyle to encourage and raise awareness about this conflict. And third, communities need facilities and centers that gather people to share ideas and regarding this sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. You met the time. Thank you.
We have been practicing. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is the Learning Place International School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Yes, good morning to all, and we are very happy to be invited in this prestigious competition. We'd like to send our appreciation to Liwa International School for organizing such a wonderful event for today. It's actually our first time to join. We'd like to thank all of the people behind this competition. Uh, and with this, we are presenting our team for mid-school, namely Kisha, Adre, John Lord, and Atin. Kisha will be the one to present for the PowerPoint presentation. Thank you.
Kisha, our previous student.
Yes.
So Kisha, will you please raise your hand? Yes, okay. You're known to Mr. Hafiz.
Miss,
Yes, Dima?
my classmates are in the waiting room, so can you admit them?
Who are they, please?
Mariam and some others.
Okay, Mariam Rashid, she was admitted. Is there anyone else?
No, thanks.
Okay, thank you. I have someone from GCBS, Faris.
Yes, Miss. Yeah, he's just joining from a different device. I just sent a message. If you could let him in, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, I will admit him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you can start, please.
Prepare for your car. We're not set.
It's figuring us out faster than we're figuring it out.
It's mutating.
Good morning, everyone. COVID-19 created ripples of fear and sadness around the world 2 years ago. The ripples did not end yet. In fact, it created more which were later on considered as the new normal. Healthcare, environment, economy, including that of education, has had a new perspective. What would the world be like after COVID-19? I am Janar Tongol, grade 8 from SRK-TLP. Here are some areas to look at when we consider the answer to that question. One is the healthcare perspective. As COVID-19 swept the globe, new hospitals were built, people were required to restrict their activities to an extent, and a new class of vaccine was developed, trialed, and approved within a matter of months. In the aftermath of any disaster, large numbers of people will experience some form of psychosocial distress. Identifying and assessing the level of community need is essential. Initiatives that strengthen community connections and provide informal opportunities to share their experiences can therefore play a key role. Community resilience is key to the process of recovery, but a community won't be resilient if part of it are left behind. The topic on environment will be discussed by Kisha Tamayo.
Another is the environment perspective. The global outbreak of COVID-19 is affecting every part of human lives, including the physical world. The measures taken to control the spread of this virus and the slowdown of economic activities have significant effects on the environment. The pandemic situation greatly improves air quality in different cities across the world, reduces greenhouse gas emissions, lessens water pollution and noise, and reduces the pressure on a tourist destination, which may assist with the restoration of the ecological system. The popular notion that COVID-19 pandemic has been good for the environment, that nature is recovering while humanity stays at home, appeals to many people grasping for some upside to the global problems. The topic on education will be discussed by my friend Athene Hernando.
Now, we also look at the education perspective. Education is one of the sectors that has been required to change rapidly in response to COVID-19. Schools have been obliged to shift from the traditional classroom settings to distance learning platforms. Many efforts have been taken globally to ease the transition for parents, teachers, and students. UNESCO, for example, has developed a web page with educational applications and platforms to help students and teachers adjust to distance learning. These changes were difficult to do, but this is the part of getting into the new normal. We are gradually embracing the new systems to keep education going. After all, education is one that we cannot afford to leave behind. As Nelson Mandela puts it, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The topic on economy will be discussed by Andre Senora.
Another is the economic perspective. When the pandemic started, everyone had to stay inside their home. If they can't go out, they cannot buy food. So, have you ever wondered what the economy of the world will look like after the pandemic? Well, they said that the normal economy will never come back. The foreign policy said the longer we sustain the lockdown, the deeper the economic scars and the slower recovery. When the pandemic is over, all business companies that halted will be able to operate again and more jobs will return. The world will only look significantly different this time if we emerge from this crisis. We decide to take action to resolve these problems and bring about fundamental change. The world after COVID 19 will be defined by the actions we take today. So let's work together in solidarity to ensure that no one is left behind. Thank you for listening to our teams, ladies and gentlemen. Since we have a limited time for today, we will be glad to accept questions offline. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And because of our full Filipino team, we apologize that we don't have our Arabic translation for this. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Liwa International School for Girls. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to present.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity. I am Ms. Tuli from Liwa International School for Girls, and I will be playing the video on behalf of our students because, as previously communicated to Ms. Wajiha,
yes,
pardon me if I pronounce that incorrectly, our girls are still writing their LE assessment.
Okay.
If you could kindly please make me the host or co-host so I can share my screen.
Mr. Hafiz, can you raise your hand, please, so our IT supports you?
Miss, I
Yes.
have the video ready in my account.
You have
Okay. Thank you. Dima is here, and could we actually make Dima the host, and she will play the video from her end.
So it's going to be Dima, Mr. Hafiz. Dima, can
Dima, if you could raise
hand?
your hand, please. Great job. Thank you, Dima.
Thank you so much.
Can you see?
Yes, we can see it, love.
Have you ever seen shoe umbrellas, chopstick fans? These are new inventions that capture the imagination. While genius inventions like the wheel and the internet have revolutionized the way the world works today. There are some places that never quite got off the ground. Among the success stories, there are of course the weird and the wonderful, and the just plain pointless. Have you ever thought a small, slender, flawed like instrument, usually of polished steel, with a sharp point on one end and an eye for the thread at the other can change the world? No, why would you? That description itself sounds unnecessary.
What are you wearing now? Hopefully comfortable cooling clothes. What are clothes made of? Thread. How is thread inserted? By a needle. The needles are what make your favorite shirt in that closet of yours, or that designer bag you always dreamed of over your shoulder.
These days, we are faced by COVID-19, in which scientists have created the vaccine to stop the spread. In order to have the vaccine, we should have syringes available, aka needles. If needles weren't yet invented, today's humanity would be struck by the COVID cases in the hospital, and some children would remain without parents. And before that, they used to force people to drink the medicine, with the hope that the body would absorb it. Well, more often than not, the stomach acid would get in before it even entered the bloodstream. That's why needles save lives every day.
A big thing that is 5 times smaller than your finger, with plenty of advantages, would be real. How could that be, right? News could save the day by just being there with his body thread. Imagine this. You run a race for work, and immediately, after you get in the car and shut the door, your clothes tear. You would probably say, oh my, now I have to go in and change my clothes and have 10 minutes of my time taken. Even if you said that's less than a gram, and fix that tear always button. This act would save your precious time. If it wouldn't have been for that needle, you would probably have been called to your boss's office, right? Many brides will tell you how a simple needle have saved their wedding day.
Thank you so much for listening to us.
May I ask Ms. Bushra to mute herself, please? Yes, Shamma or...
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Garden City British School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Thank you, Miss. Hello, Miss. Can you make me the co-host, please? Thank you.
Can you raise your hand, please, so our IT support can identify you? You know, we have like almost 100 participants.
I can't find where to raise my hand. Hang on. Where do I raise my hand? Where do I raise?
No, you go to reactions at the bottom of your screen.
Got it. Got
Okay.
it. I've got a thumbs up. Will that do?
Yes, it's working now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody in this meeting. I am Faris and my teammates are Riley, Nadra, and Mariam, and we are from Garden City British School. Today we will share with you our ideas about how COVID-19 will be after this year. Let's start at the beginning. The first cases were in COVID were reported in January 2020. Just 59 cases, but from on there it rapidly spread across the whole world. As you can see from this graph, the responses of some countries was masks and hand sanitizing, and it was social distancing, and the hardest things was staying at home. But in the UAE, we are the lucky ones, because in the UAE, the government has created such a well creating supervising for testing and for vaccines, and has made it free and available for everybody. Yes, it has been a miserable time, but
we have learned so much. It was hard being stuck at home with online learning. I really miss laughing with my friends and not being able to travel. I miss my family back home too. But you know what? That just made me appreciate it even more. We even miss school and our teachers. It was a novelty at first to stay at home and take lessons in my unicorn onesie, but I soon felt lonely and bored. Coming back to school was brilliant, and I can't wait to see my relatives back in South Africa and give them the biggest hugs. I think most of all, being stuck indoors made me miss nature. I miss being able to walk in the park or go to the beach. We live on such a beautiful planet. While we were indoors, the earth was healing itself. People stopped flying and the planes were grounded. Have you noticed how many more insects and birds there are around now? And we learned how important the simple things in life are. Getting lost in books and playing games with my family. There's been time for new hobbies. We learned that we are really strong, but we are so much stronger together. It felt like for a while the world got really quiet, like a caterpillar going into its cocoon and getting ready to emerge any day now as a beautiful butterfly. And we are ready.
Will the world go back to the way it was? Do you think COVID-19 has changed anything? We think it will, and here is why. Countries were forced to make decisions in split seconds, and we citizens were able to view things differently. School is so different now. We go to school wearing masks all day, we cannot hug or share things with our friends, and surprisingly, we are okay. Slowly, the world will open up again. Remote schooling has really been good for lots of us. So maybe that will stay as an option. Adults will be more calm and relaxed because they will be able to work from home, creating the best work balance.
Yes, Nadra. In 1991, Michael Jackson implored to us, heal the world, make it a better place. This song asked us to save and heal the world for the next generation. The COVID-19 pandemic has given us the opportunity to do just that. Perhaps the COVID-19 pandemic has created environmental ambassadors. We will plant more trees, travel less, and encourage our parents to use environmental friendly chemicals. It's been a scary time, but this experience has made us stronger. We also believe that the world after COVID will see more creativity and entrepreneurship. The next decade will be a decade of innovation across all fields. The UCLAHealth.org states that the COVID vaccine was the fastest vaccine ever invented. This is what happens when people work together for a common cause. If we look back through history, the greatest periods of renaissance and rebirth have followed miserable periods of plague, war, and depression. As lockdown ends and the restrictions are lifted, people will come out of their shells buzzing to share their inventions and ideas with the world. Who could have predicted the success of the UAE space probe to Mars? And this all happened during the pandemic.
Yes, Mariam, to To sum up, we believe the world after COVID will be a better place. We look forward to this new world in our hearts. As Arundhati Roy said, another world is not possible. Another world is not possible. She's on her way on a quiet day, and I can hear her breathing. We thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Al-Ain Junior School, Indian part. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Yes, ma'am.
Can the previous school please stop sharing the screen? Please, Garden City School, will you please stop sharing the screen? Miss Wendy? Miss Wendy, I'm not muted. Miss Wendy, can you please stop sharing your screen? Yes, thank you.
I have become the co-host. I'll be sharing my screen.
Good evening, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Coronavirus. Where do I even begin? Coronavirus is something that kept us apart for a year, but that's not what we are here to talk about, but rather what may happen to the world after it. Would we even be able to live a normal life again? Personally, I would like to suggest two scenarios, a pessimistic one and an optimistic one. COVID-19 might create a sense of helplessness, which increases the appeal of national identity politics, which is like a move back to nation state. Sadly, this pessimistic scenario also plays neatly into the agenda of autocracy. In a more optimistic layout, the pandemic should encourage us to reflect on the power of collective will. And I hope that it opens a door for us to create more societies, compassionate societies. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but threads within. Whatever we do to it, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together, all things connect. Next, I would like to call upon Ipsita Ray to speak about cities post-COVID.
Cities post-COVID-19. How will life be in cities post the pandemic? How does COVID-19 impact the future of our cities? Number one, well certification. With an increased focus in hygiene and healthcare, the cities will most definitely push for well certification, which is a global set of protocols that helps us maintain hygiene and healthcare in cities. Number two, community spirit. After phlegmatically enduring lockdowns and quarantines while facing limited mobility during the work from home period, people will most definitely want a bigger say in the fundamental decisions that impact the cities. This will increase community spirit. Number three, increase in reliance on technology. When civic leaders see the opportunity to increase public safety, they will definitely take it. A number of forward-thinking cities have already deployed numerous new technologies such as smart lighting and smart parking systems. These applications are likely to become commonplace at a rapid pace. Next, I would like to call upon Ibrahim to speak about how the field of science will be impacted after COVID-19.
Thank you, Ipsita. So now we'll be talking about what would happen in science after the COVID-19. First, quantum computing. When it comes to finding a vaccine that can halt and eradicate the deadly COVID-19 virus, today's supercomputers can only do so. An answer awaits perhaps 5 to 10 years away in the form of quantum computers, which are exponentially more powerful than traditional computers. Quantum computing could change the world. It could transform medicine, break encryption, and revolutionize communication and artificial intelligence. Next, healthcare paradigm shift to prevention through diet. After the pandemic of 2020, consumers will be more aware of their underlying health and will start following plant-rich nutrient diet to boost their immunity.
Healthcare systems will adopt more preventative health approaches based on the developing science behind the health benefits. Now, to enlighten more about this topic, I would like to pass to Alia.
While the human touch remains essential in times of crisis, robots are stepping in when humans can't. Why? Because robots cannot be infected with COVID-19. By using technologies such as robotics, China tackled the pandemic and flattened the curve. During the pandemic, there are robots such as Mirten that can deliver groceries to your home. Beidou has automatic meal delivery vehicles which can deliver meals to hospitals and offices. Robot named Foodum can make 120 servings of clay pot rice every hour, and the food is always served hot. Sterilizing hospitals is an important and time-consuming job, and robots can operate in the most infectious wards. TMI robe can release hydrogen peroxide and ultraviolet lights to kill the germs. Street patrol robots such as Gunson can check people's temperature and identify people who are not wearing masks and enforce social distancing. The COVID-19 pandemic is a crisis that the robots were built for, and indeed they have a bright future in the post-COVID world. However hard life may seem, there's always opportunities and hope to improve on. It matters that we don't just give up, and we will get through this together. We take this opportunity to thank Liwa International School for hosting this virtual competition. This is us, the squad from Alain Junior School, signing off with a salute to the heroes of COVID-19, the frontline workers and teachers who empowered us by adapting to online learning. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentations. The next team to start is Al-Ain Junior School British. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Miss?
Yes, my dear?
Can you please let my classmate enter? She's in the waiting room. Her name is Rahma. Dar al-Ulum. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I have raised my hand to be made as a presenter.
Thank you so much.
Okay. 1 second.
Okay, let me check with our judges. Are you okay with the pace? Do you want to wait for 2 minutes, or shall we go on?
We can proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you can start, my dear.
السلام عليكم. ترحب مدرسة العين التمهيدية بكم، ونرجو أن تشاركوا معنا موضوع اليوم، وهو العالم بعد الكورونا. شكر وتقدير. نتقدم بخالص الشكر لكل من ساهم في هذه المسابقة ومن وقف بجانبنا لنقف هنا. والآن دعونا نصحبكم معنا في جولة سريعة لنقدم ما نتمنى أن يليق بكم وبنا وبما بذلناه من مجهود حول موضوع مهم قد حير العالم أجمع، ألا وهو العالم بعد كورونا.
بسم الله الذي جعل مع العسر يسرا، وصلاة وسلاما على نبيه. نفتتح معكم حديثنا اليوم بقول الشاعر: سيفتح الله بابا كنت تحسبه، من شدة اليأس لم يخلق بمفتاح. وكما نعرف أيضا أن من المحال دوام الحال، فمن كل هذه الشواهد لابد أن نعرف أن هذه الجائحة حتما ستنتهي ونعود لما كنا عليه من قبل بلا وباء. ولكن هل تعتقدون أننا سنعود لحياتنا بشكلها الطبيعي؟ هل ستعود العلاقات كما كانت عليه في السابق، أم سيكون هناك حياة جديدة؟ في هذا الموضوع اليوم سنضع بين أيديكم تصورا لما سيكون عليه العالم بعد كورونا.
لقد غيرت الكورونا شكل العالم وجعلت منه عوالم كثيرة متعددة الثقافات متنوعة، خلقت فينا فكرا جديدا وأساليب حياتية متنوعة. فعلى القدر الذي ربطت فيه الأسر الصغيرة ببعضها وقوة العلاقات بينهم، فإنها على الجانب الآخر فصلتهم عن المجتمع الكبير، حيث خلقت نسبة من التباعد الاجتماعي بينهم، وخاصة في المناسبات الاجتماعية والعادات والتقاليد القديمة. العالم بعد كورونا. الكورونا راحلة لا محالة، ولكن كيف سنعيش بعد رحيلها؟ إن عالم الغد سيكون أكثر إلكترونيا، ففي المدارس والجامعات سيكون الاعتماد في الدراسات على الشاشات الإلكترونية، وقد كانت دولة الإمارات خير مثال لذلك باستخدامها لبنية رقمية ضخمة قادرة على استيعاب كافة الأنشطة التعليمية التي قد كان لها أثرها الإيجابي على الطلاب في توفير غرفة تعليمية آمنة، وكل ذلك بفضل التخطيط المستقبلي ورؤية المستقبلية لحكومتنا الرشيدة. وفي المعامل والمصانع سيكون الإنتاج واقفا على يد عاملة أقل وعلى أجهزة التشغيل الإلكترونية أكثر. التواصل بين الناس عبر القارات سيكون أسرع وأكثر دقة عبر الأجهزة الإلكترونية، وسيكون تواصلا من غير لقاء إلا عبر الشاشات.
العالم يتغير، نعم، وسيتغير أسرع بسبب كورونا. ومن معالم هذا الزمن الجديد سنجد أسواق بلا مال، فقط بطاقات إلكترونية، وتجارة بلا أسواق، فقط عروض إلكترونية، ومدارس بلا كتب وألواح، فقط شاشات إلكترونية، إلى آخره. كانت ثورة التغيير الإلكترونية تشق طريقها بصعوبة وتمهل، ولكن بعد الكورونا وبسببها اتخذت هذه الثورة أبعاداً أشمل وحركة أسرع. من أجل ذلك يمكن القول في هذا الوباء رب ضارة نافعة، فكم من أزمة شديدة تحولت إلى فرصة جديدة.
آثار جانبية نتوقع أن تزول. إن الركود الاقتصادي الذي شهده العالم والحالة الصحية التي نتجت نتيجة التزام البيت وعدم ممارسة الرياضة ستزول حتماً بعد انتهاء كورونا، ويعود الناس لحياتهم الطبيعية. ختاماً، فإن كل ما قدمناه هو تصور لما سيكون عليه العالم قريباً، متفائلين وراجين من الله زوال هذا الكرب والوباء. ونختمها بقول الشاعر: سنزهر بعد كربتنا ربيعاً، كأننا لم نطق بالأمس مرًا. قدم لكم هذا العرض الطالبة سما إيهاب،
الطالب أحمد محمد،
والطالبة سارة نائل،
الطالب محمود حسين.
دمتم في أمان الله.
شكرا.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Al-Khalil International Private School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Will please the Al-Ain Junior School stop sharing their screen?
We did.
Thank you. And the student who's going to share the screen, will you please raise your screen? Raise your hand, sorry.
Yes, teacher. I was going to share this time.
Okay.
I'm going to raise it.
So you are Mr. Qais?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Hafiz, Mr. Qais.
Right, so we're gonna start sharing right now, but I want to check if from everything before we start. Yes, everything is ready. Let me share right now. Let me open my camera. Yes. Hello everyone and welcome into our presentation about how the world will be after COVID-19. This presentation has been made by Al-Khalil International Private School with my teammates Tala Basil Nagam and Abdullah Muhammad Fahmi Abu Sultan and Maya Ahmed Mayruda. Our agenda will be like the next. We were gonna talk about how the world will be after COVID-19 and how the social relationship will be after COVID-19 and how the education will be after COVID-19 and what will the world learn from the crisis of COVID-19.
Hey everyone, today we will be talking about the world after COVID-19. The world after COVID-19 would feel wired. It is like you have never even left the house without a mask before. And you won't have to be scared that you might get the coronavirus. You can also meet your friends and you can go to school. You won't have to worry about getting COVID. In addition to that, the quarantine will officially be removed, so everyone can go freely inside and outside. I think that the coronavirus comes for a reason, for us to get better and feel better.
I'm sorry about that. It was a mistake from me.
It's fine. And feel better in the quarantine lockdown. In fact, this lockdown gave us the time to actually think of those who had to stay home for a long time, and it also gave us the time to sit with ourselves longer. I really hope you all guys to get better and become stronger after this serious pandemic.
Thank you, Tala. And right now, the social relationship after COVID-19. Abdullah Abu Sultan, you have the mic right now. Abdullah?
Yes, I'm listening. Just give me a minute. My face?
Yes, you can start right now.
Life in COVID-19 looks weird because all the houses must include masks and sanitizer. In COVID-19 disaster, we have to cover before we get out of the home. We must wear the mask. Also, we have to get another one for preparation. The sanitizer must be with us, and we have to care about the social distance. We have to leave at least 1.5 meters from a person to person. But after COVID-19, all of this will not be important because there will not be any virus to scare from. The life will be much beautiful than before. Social relation will be stronger. We can meet our friends and anyone very normally without giving up any mask. We can share our happiness with our friends, family, and siblings, not online. There will be more love between people, and there will be no fear of COVID-19 pandemic or any virus else. Also, we will not wear any mask again, and we will not get the sanitizer with us. When we get out after the virus ends, the education will be back in schools, not on devices. We would do whatever we want without the mask, and the life will be much better than before. And I hope so.
Thank you, Abdullah, for sharing with us the social relationship after COVID-19. How the education will be after the crisis. The education after the crisis. At the beginning of the crisis, the online learning has been included in the higher education experience for some time. In addition, the teaching staff internationally were forced to familiarize themselves in range of online platforms. I'm sorry, I lost my mind. At the beginning of the crisis, the online learning has been included in the higher education experience for some time. In addition, the teaching staff intentionally were forced to familiarize themselves with range of online platforms in order to deliver entire courses on a fully remote basis. In order to deliver online platforms like Google innovated to meet this new demand, quickly incorporating functions such as video conferencing to their classroom services. Of course, this encouraged students to learn independently and at their own pace. One of the most important lessons of the crisis of COVID-19 that the traditional model of education is thought to be more expensive. The online learning could replace the traditional one. Maya, you have the mic right now.
Yeah.
Maya?
Yeah, I'm here. I will show you the story of the current COVID-19. In December 2019, the story of that virus began in Wuhan, China. The people were afraid just mentioning the name Corona, but we stayed home to protect our souls and we didn't go to the schools. We learned online and we learned how to live with this virus. There were strict procedures to go to the malls and other places that they have to stay open. We should put our masks outside the house and use the sanitizers to keep our hands clean.
Thank you, Maya, for sharing us the lessons from COVID-19. Thank you for listening. We were at the Al-Khalil International Private School. We presented the world be after COVID-19. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Dar al-Ulum Private School, Falaj Hazzar. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Yep.
Excuse me, miss, I'm raising my hand.
Yes, dear. Our IT support is going to make a co-host soon. Thank you. She is? Miss, you are muted. We can't hear you.
It's our pleasure to be part of this competition. We are Dar al-Ulum Private School. And now, let's start with our students. Fatma Muhammad will share the screen. Our presenters are Munia, Noor, and Rahma. Let's talk about life after COVID-19.
Hello everyone. I'm Munia. I am Noor. And I am Rahma. We are time travelers. As you all know, we've had the COVID-19 pandemic. Have you thought how life would be after the pandemic is over? Is life going to be the same? Normal again? Well, guess not. It's certainly going to be different, or what I like to call it, the new normal. Why don't we take you with us on a trip to the future? We will show you how the world is after COVID-19 from a different aspect. Are you ready? Fasten your seatbelt to ensure your safety. Let's begin with our journey.
3, 2, 1, go.
At the beginning of our trip, you're going to accompany me, Munia, to show you how two aspects of life have changed. The first one is the daily routine. After the pandemic, people's daily routine has changed substantially. Being quarantined has influenced them to focus more on themselves and what they do during the day. Most people now are more organized on their daily basis, not to mention the flexibility in dealing with activities during the day. And of course, the level of efficiency has radically increased, where people can perform their tasks more productively. The second aspect is entertainment. After the globe lockdown, people became more aware of themselves, what entertains them the most, and how they can have fun. And since they have a normal life again now, gatherings is on the top of the list. Also, sports, but this time in groups to reunify bonds between individuals again. Shopping, of course, is one of the most entertaining things to some people, where you can go with other friends and enjoy your time, and even go on a picnic after that, and enjoy shopping again. I mean, why not?
Come along now and be ready for our next station. I am Noor and I'm going to be your guide for this part of the journey. Let me shine a light on another two aspects that have changed in the future too: school and work. New guidelines, regulations, and platforms are created to accommodate the high demand for distance learning, since it's a trending option right now. Not only the educational sector, but the work sector too. Now there are more options in careers that allow working from your house. For the educational sector, since we are students, there are more details. The UAE have set some short to long-term insights for post-COVID-19. And since we are in the future, they are already applied. Starting with, the authorities began setting up more transformative changes to traditional schooling, developing innovative solutions to change the systems proactively. And as out of classroom learning becomes more widespread, students and parents became more involved in designing both learning tools and teaching curriculum. Now there is a balance of fees paid by schools, software developers, and online curriculum providers. There is now a global debate on the recognition of validity of online learning and the qualifications achieved online, since it's trending. Lastly, UAE citizens can attend government institutions free of charge, not to mention that the UAE has one of the highest applications participations raised in rates in the world.
And now, we have gotten to the best part of our journey. Ladies and gentlemen, your final destination is going to be with me, Rahma. We left the most important two slides for the end, introducing mental and physical health. So let's jump right into it. Starting with our physical health. Exercise has been one of the things that society has been missing since lockdown has started. So, as life went back to normal, physical activity have increased dramatically, whether it's from coming and going to school or work every day, or hanging out with friends and family. Another factor that has been affected by this deadly pandemic is our vitamin D intake. Many people live with no access to a garden or a backyard, meaning the sun was completely shut out of their daily routine. However, as the sun started to appear more in everyone's daily life again, vitamin D intakes are now normal amongst most people. Many people have suffered from anxiety pre-COVID times. On the other hand, past COVID, people seem to be happier than many of those people who are suffering from anxiety. In dark times, there is always a silver lining, meaning the families and mainly parents already know what to expect, and that the nightmare of COVID-19 is over.
And now we've reached to our end of the journey. Thank you for joining us, the three travelers. And if you have any question, you can contact us.
Thank you for your presentation. The next team to start is Liwa International School Village Hazar. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
So ladies, who's gonna be the one who's gonna share her screen? Sarah Ghazi, right? So Mr. Hafiz, Sarah, will you please raise your hand, like use the...
الاول بس ما خلصنا دلوقتي قفلت الحصه قبل ب5 دقائق على اساس.
Miss, excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but how many schools are left?
Only Liwa school, this is the one that's going to present, and the last school is Al-Madar school. So we're almost done, my dear.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. But it's a great opportunity to learn from each other. Yes,
Miss, I start sharing?
Yes, my dear.
السلام عليكم. نحن طالبات من مدرسة ليوى الدولية. سنقدم عرضاً لكم بعنوان كيف سيصبح العالم بعد كوفيد-19.
يتفق معظم الخبراء اليوم أن العالم سيكون بعد انتهاء أزمة فيروس كوفيد-19 مختلفاً عما كان قبله، فالأزمة قد تشكل ضغطاً كبيراً، لكنها تعزز مناعتنا وقدرتنا على الصمود، وتدفعنا على تطوير حلول مبتكرة، وتعلمنا دروساً جديدة، كما تغير طريقة عملنا وحياتنا، وتجعلنا نبني عالماً أفضل.
متى ستعود المدرسة؟
ستعود من جديد، ابتسامته وفرح الأصدقاء سنكمل بالتأكيد، لن يوقفنا عناء.
يا للروعة، أخبار سارة، هل سمعتم؟
لا، عن ماذا؟
أخبرينا يا ميساء، ما الذي لم نسمعه؟
تناقلت الأخبار عبر العالم انتهاء زمن كورونا وتجاوز تلك المحنة والجائحة التي أرعبت البشرية لفترة من الحياة. اليوم العالمي يغني ويرقص على أنغام ما سمي بكوفيد-19.
لكن هل نستطيع أن نتجاوز ما مضى ونتعلم مما هو قادم؟
دعونا نتخيل هذا العالم الجميل وهذه الحياة السعيدة ما بعد كوفيد-19. هيا فلنفتح نافذة التخيل ونرى الحياة بعد كوفيد-19. هل أنت مستعد للحياة بعد كوفيد-19؟
الاتصال والتواصل بين المجتمع. لقد تطورت كثير من البرامج على المستوى التكنولوجي، وأصبح هناك تطبيقات جديدة يتواصل من خلالها الناس. نعم، أنهم يتواصلون، لكن بحذر. لقد أصبح الناس أكثر وعيا، فما زال يرتدون الكمامات في الأماكن المزدحمة، وقد صممت كمامات خاصة للحفلات والمراكز التجارية وغيرها.
التعليم بعد كوفيد-19. من أبرز تحولات التعليم في زمن ما بعد كوفيد-19 هو الاتجاه المتصاعد بقوة نحو استخدام التقنيات المتقدمة وإنشاء مزيد من البوابات والمنصات لمختلف مراحل التعليم، خاصة بعد أن أثبتت فاعليتها في وقت شدة الجائحة. سنرجع إلى المدرسة ونحن أكثر وعي.
العمل بعد كوفيد-19. العمل شيء مهم في حياتنا، لذلك سيصبح العمل عن بعد سائد على مدى المستقبل القريب، وسيتم تحويل بعض الوظائف إلى وظيفة رقمية. كل شيء تغير عن السابق، والجميع تعلم كيف يسوق عبر الإنترنت حتى المحلات الصغيرة. الجميع أصبح جيدا يعرف كيف يحافظ على نفسه وهو أثناء العمل.
التجارة بعد كوفيد-19. ستتأثر التجارة نتيجة انخفاض التبادل التجاري بين الدول، لذلك سيتجه العالم إلى التجارة الداخلية بتفعيل الأسواق وتلبية احتياجاتها من الإنتاج قصير المدى، كما ستزداد أهمية البنى التحتية الرقمية لتقديم الخدمات عبر الإنترنت.
والآن جاء دوركم لتشاركونا تصوراتكم للحياة بعد كوفيد-19. أرجو الضغط على الرابط المرسل في صندوق المحادثة.
وصل الرابط للبادلت.
Can you click at the Padlet link and go right? How do you feel the life will be after COVID-19?
I wrote it.
Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you for listening. Bye. Miss, we stop sharing now?
Yes, please.
Thank you for your presentation. The last team to start is Madar International School. You have 2 minutes to prepare yourselves to start presenting.
Hey, hi, Ms. Amal.
Hi, Ms. Fida, how are you?
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Seriously, I'm overwhelmed with emotions, with all of these talents that we have listened to, amazing students. So thank you for everyone. And finally, my team, Sarah will be presenting, Sarah will be the host. Sarah, can you please raise your hand?
Yes, they already gave me the host.
Okay, thank you, sweetie. Go ahead. Good luck, girls.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We are delighted to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Fida and Ms. Ula and the Madar School team for allowing us to be Al-Madar School ambassadors for this competition, as well as Liwa International School for inviting us. I'll be introducing our names. My name is Mayas Al-Meheri, and my colleagues are Sara Al-Ka'bi and Shamma Al-Ka'bi.
Today we'll be talking about the world after coronavirus and what it affected. And now my colleague Sara Al-Ka'bi will be discussing her part about education.
The 13th of March 2020 will go down in history as an unforgettable date. To reduce the spread of the virus, public places have closed and have stated that they'll remain closed for 2 to 3 weeks. But unfortunately, they were unaware that they were on a long path, and this path has both advantages and disadvantages. It has affected people's social lives, healthcare, and most importantly, education. Riley B. King once said that the beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. But personally, I didn't believe in this quote, but I guess it's true. As a student, I never thought that we would ever learn away from school. But nowadays, research reveals that online school is the normal thing now. That makes me surprised, annoyed, and mad. But listening to your teacher from home, participating in class, and fighting your teachers towards your marks using technology, how big of an accomplishment is that? However, let's not forget about nice old days when we were used to get examined by a paper and a pencil. Having collaborations with our friends, yes, these are moments that we all miss, but there is no use to cry over spilled milk. Almost a year has passed now, and we're not the same students nor educators we were last year. We're now more confident, more resilient, more aware of our weaknesses, and most importantly, we're proven to be the best. Let's all hope that by a short period of time, everything will go back to normal. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Sarah. Now my colleague Mayasa Al-Meheri will be discussing her part about social life.
Social life after the COVID-19 outbreak will never be the same. As you're aware of, the intense spread of the coronavirus led to very dangerous consequences, and the world got affected heavily. One of the main aspects that got affected was social life. When it was reported that a contagious virus was spreading, any activities that required socializing was forbidden. And if you were willing to socialize with an individual, you'd have to maintain a safe distance. Physical interaction was a really important skill to have before the pandemic started, since it staves off the feelings of loneliness. Unfortunately, during lockdown, that was a bit of a problem to sort out, since people are obligated to maintain social distancing and self-isolation. The COVID-19 pandemic has had substantial social impacts on the community. As a result, people can't interact and connect like before. Thus, there are a lot of procedures to follow via technology and in-person meetings. There are one-to-one meetups, small gatherings, and keeping distance. As you can tell, post-lockdown, social media was just for fun. Unlike now, it's a communication tool that replaces physical gatherings. A Pew Research survey in August 2020 found that 51% of US adults agreed that their life is going to change after the pandemic is over. The dependence on social media is going to stay with us until the pandemic is over. Thank you very much for your time. Now my colleague Shamma will be talking about healthcare.
During the pandemic, in many areas, hospitals were overcrowded, causing people not to get the medical attention they needed and putting people's health at high risk. Hence, doctors needed to develop new ways to treat people instead of people coming to hospitals to prevent the spread of the virus. Some of the procedures are digital tech using technology, like AI, chatbots, voice search, VR, and also the wristband in the UAE with a built-in tracker. Another new procedure is telemedicine, which is remote medical assistance via computing. This helps people with special needs and low immunity, since they can't go to the doctors because their health is at high risk and they will need a lot of medical attention. The last way is home testing, using home test kits and consulting doctors from our homes. An article published by McKinsey and a company proved that some healthcare systems have innovated more in the last 6 months than the last 6 years by rapidly adopting virtual and digital health solutions. Since we're evolving as a society, the new healthcare procedures that took place during the lockdown will most likely continue after this pandemic.
And this brings us to the end. We as a team of students in Madar International School have sincerely appreciated your attention this afternoon. We were delighted to have such an opportunity. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
All of you presented beautifully. You have impressed us with your amazing performance, so give yourselves a round of applause. All of the participants and teachers will receive appreciation certificates and the winners will receive medals. However, the first place will receive a trophy. Now let's wait for our jury to announce the results.
So may I ask Mr. Hafiz, is it okay with the jury to put you in a breakout room to discuss the results?
Yes, sure.
Yes. So will you please put our jury in the breakout room?
Miss, I have a class now. Do I stay still in the Zoom and join with another device? Or I have to leave the Zoom and join with the same device I'm using now?
Which school are you in?
رضا
Liwa
هذا
International
مالهم
School.
Oh, please wait, Mahra.
امتحانات المنهل
So I would like to thank you all. It was really pleasure and an honor to have you all here in our school, actually a virtual school, and to listen and to see those great talents. Now we would like to hear some feedbacks from teachers. If there is any teacher who wants to share his or her feedback, or even a student, it will be really great. Just please raise your hand till our jury come back, Okay, let me see. Okay, how about someone from Zakhir Private School? Yes, I will ask to unmute you. Yes.
Hi.
Hi, dear.
Thank you. This is such a pleasure. I'm so proud to be in part of this competition, even to be able to speak. There's so many people in this school, and I'm one of the people who got chosen for this. I'm so happy. I think we did amazing. I'm so proud, and I think we have to thank all of these teachers and support staff who helped us do this. And this is such an honor. It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Minna, will you please?
Yes. Miss, I'm so happy and proud that I came here today and that we did the competition together. But I have a question. When are we going to get the results for the winners?
When the jury finish discussion. They are here, we send them to a breakout room. And when they return, they will announce the results. So we'll know the results within a few minutes.
So are we going to stay in the meeting, right?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay.
And thanks for your patience.
Miss?
Yes, okay. Mahra Salim, what do you want to say, Mahra?
I'm really grateful and happy that I got chosen to be in this competition, and I am really proud of everybody and proud of my friends, and I am really thankful that Miss Iman also chose us to be in this competition. I am really happy, and everybody did an amazing job, and even though if you didn't win, everybody is a winner. They did amazing, and yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, you're right, Mahra. Even if like everybody is a winner, being here, that the reality that you have been chosen by your teachers, it means a lot. Okay, what about IEBS Muhammad? Will you please share?
Yes, I just wanted to thank everybody behind the idea of this competition. It was great. Our opponents were incredible. They did perform very, very well. I thank them for that. And I hope the best for everybody. And I'm pretty happy that we had a fair and nice competition. Even though, even if we don't win, I think I will just be happy and proud that I came here and stepped and presented to everybody and talked about some topic, because it was a huge opportunity for us. And I thank also my teachers as well. And thank you.
Oh, that was so nice. Thank you, my dear. Okay, how about Metha? Metha, what do you want to say, Metha?
I would like to say that even though if you didn't win, you're still a winner in your mother's heart or in your family's heart. And wish you all good luck.
Thank you, sweetie. This is so nice. Okay, I think someone from Zekhra School wants to say something.
Yes, Miss. I'm really thankful that we're here because like we've been home for almost like a whole year, and like seeing a lot of people from different schools and different places just really is so touching for all of us. And I really thank all the teachers for making us do good. And like the same thing like others say, although we could win, maybe not win, we're still happy that we've still participated in this. Thank you, Lewa.
Thank you so much. Anyhow, like this is going to be our annual competition. So we're going to have it next year and the year after, and maybe we will take it, we'll raise the bar and take it higher, and we're going to invite schools from the UAE, all the 7 Emirates, not from Al Ain. So we'll see how it's going to go on. Okay, someone from Al Isra Private School, you want to say something?
Yes, I'm so happy to be with you today, and I want to thank Lua School for this great experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suki. Thank you. And someone, who's this one? Hind, do you want to say anything, Hind?
Yes, Miss. I am so proud to be presenting in front of all these schools, and even if you didn't win, presenting with all these schools makes me feel that I'm a winner.
So sweet. Yes, Dima Sohail, what do you want to say, my dear?
I just wanted to say to thank your school for this opportunity for us to join this competition. And even though we won't, if we wanted to win, I just wanted to say I'm so proud that we're in. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. And Mariam Rashid from LISG.
Yes, I just really want to thank everybody who made this competition happen. It's such a pleasure to be a part of it, and just to talk meeting and be see all these people is such a pleasure. And I just want to thank everybody. And if you don't win, it's not the winning that counts, it's how hard you tried and if you really enjoyed it. So that's all I wanted to do.
Exactly, that was really important. Yes, Judy, what do you want to say?
Yes, I just wanted to say that thank you so much for this opportunity. It has been a great experience for me. Thank you to all my teachers and my friends who collaborated with each other to make this event happen. And everyone's a winner, and no one should feel left out about it. And it's a great moment. It helps us know much.
And Judy, please accept our apologies. Like you didn't have the chance to present, but because of the time, you know, it was sent to every school that it's only 5 minutes. So please accept our apologies for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Someone from Dar Al Ulum? Sorry, United School Al Yahya.
Thank you for inviting us, and we're happy to be here.
Thank you, dear. And United School Al Yahya?
My friends and I are really thankful that we got this opportunity, and obviously this couldn't be possible without you guys. And just thank you. Like, I hope there's like more competitions, and thank you for everyone. We're all winners at the end of the day, and good luck.
Yeah, this is an important point. Thank you. Yeah, there are more competitions. It's not only public speaking. Is that right, Ms. Wajiha? We're pre-competition, so get ready.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
Alain Junior. Yes, Alain Junior, Indian.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank the Liba International School for hosting this virtual speaking competition. It was a real, absolute pleasure to be in the show, and I wish that this pandemic of COVID-19 is over soon, so we can attend more competitions like this, but live, like we can actually go there and then speak.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Thank you very much. And someone from Isra private school?
Yes, Miraha. I just want to say that I'm really proud of my teams to be a part of this great competition. I hope to take a more part of this competition.
Thank you, dear. This is so nice of you. Sarah Ghazi, what do you like to say?
I'm so happy for joining this competition and proud of everybody joined, and for my friends. And do not be sad if you did not win. Thank you.
You are all winners, honestly speaking. And someone from Alain in Junior, the Indian branch?
Yeah, I felt like after a year of being trapped inside our houses, and there were opportunities, but there weren't as many. I'm really grateful that my team and we were able to come to this competition and at least talk about what's happening here. Even though most of us chose like the same topic, there were different points, and most of them weren't exactly similar, which I think is really great. And yeah, again, thank you, Liva School, for organizing this.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank Dana for what she has written. This is really nice. Okay, someone from Alia International School, Rinad, I think.
Yes, miss.
Yes, will you please, you raise your hand, please.
I'm very happy because I participated in this nice competition. And if we did not win, or our other schools did not win, it's okay, because there is another competition and more than one competition.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And another student from Alia School, Asma.
Yes, miss, I want to say that thank you, and I am so proud that I joined this competition. And even I not win or nobody win, it's enough that you choose us.
Exactly. Like being chosen and being in this competition, it means you are special, you are talented. And being brave to stand and speak in front of all those people. We were like almost 100 persons in this meeting, but you could present, all of you could present beautifully. And we were all impressed by you. Yes, Ms. Wajih. Okay, let me mute myself and mute my computer.
Yes, definitely. I couldn't agree more than this. That yes, everybody is a winner, especially that this time the public speaking was presented in an entirely new way. And I'm so happy that everybody has adapted to this new form of presentation, virtually. First time we're hosting it, and I'm so happy that the students have adapted to this, and they presented it so well. I'm sure they must have done this, the first time. If not the first, it would have been, the second or third, but we're not used to this. So yes, everybody's a winner. It was a pleasure to watch the whole session, and I really enjoyed hosting this, organizing this, of course, with Ms. Amal, and we look forward to many other inter-school competitions, and we look forward to having you for those competitions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wajih. Miss Wendy, will you please share with us?
Yeah, hello from GCBS. We finish at 12:30, so we've just been saying goodbye to our students, but we have just been so impressed how well organized it was, the standard of the entrance, and as everybody said before, it's just so lovely to see all these other faces and feel this connection to all the other schools in Al Ain. We need more events like this. So shukran, thank you so much for inviting us. Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable input. Thank you. As Ms. Majiha and I mentioned, there will be many different competitions, not going to be only public speaking. Inshallah, next year, we're going to share our agenda with you, all the Al Ain schools. And for public speaking, inshallah, next year is going to be for all the schools in the UAE. So it's going to be harder.
I think Sarah is trying to say something.
Yes, Sarah, my dear.
Miss, they will take a long time to choose who's the winner.
Well, we are not with them in the breakout rooms. You know, we want the competition to be completely objective. So our jury or judges are alone in their breakout room. So we don't know what's going on. Okay, we are waiting like you guys.
I can check for you real quick. How about that?
Yes, can you, Mr. Hafiz, put Ms. Rima with them in the breakout room?
You know, I can text message one of the judges. So, you know,
okay.
Yeah, that's for me.
Is there another person from Al-Isra school wants to share something?
I am really honored to take a part in this competition and all the staff and teachers that made this a dream to many students happen.
Thank you so much, my dear. And Miss Rosina from Alia School?
I just want to say thank you for according us this opportunity to participate in the public speaking competition. This is our second year to be participants. So we hope this event will go on because it's just the opportunity for the students to take part, which makes the difference. So thank you very much. I want to thank all the students who participated. You are all winners. You are amazing. We were so happy to hear you present. Thank you very much to all the coordinators and everyone involved. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosina, for your valuable input. Yes, everyone did a great job within short time also. Abdullah Muhammad, will you please?
Yes. The results will announce today or after some days?
Yeah, we're waiting for the for our jury to come back from the breakout room. Okay, just a few minutes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So I want to thank everybody for your patience.
Miss? I like how it's like a mystery in a movie. We're waiting to see the results.
Exactly, tension, right?
Yes, it's a bit stressful.
I'm sorry for that. Sorry for putting you on.
No, it's okay.
But let's say it's like a real life experience, because later on you will be into many situations like this. Okay?
Yes, you're right.
Miss, how many minutes till they finish
Just a few
discussing?
minutes. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes, my dear. Exactly, Judy. Yes, we learn from these situations and opportunities in life.
Can I talk, please?
Sorry?
Just the IPS school thanks your efforts, Liwa School, as well as your priority to be the first to do such a competition, willing you more progress and success. We appreciate your efforts. Also, thank you for the other marvelous schools and such amazing students. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms.
One of your team. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Ms. Rima?
So our referees need another couple of minutes.
Okay.
They'll be back with us very soon.
Thank you so much. Miss Maria from Al-Manahil School?
Yes, Miss. So,
You raised your hand. Yes.
yes, I wanted to thank you all. I really appreciate being able to share this moment with you all. I am forever grateful for being in this experience with all of these schools. I am so grateful that I had this opportunity to be in here. And if we won or not, I really gained this experience, and I will be forever using it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Miss.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me clarify things. There are going to be third place, and they're going to receive medals. Second place, silver medals. First place, the golden ones. For the medals, we're going to, bring them to your schools for the winners. And the first place is going to get a trophy. And these will be delivered next week, inshallah. But for the certificates also will be delivered, but will be sent by email. Everybody will receive an appreciation certificate, either teachers or students.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss, the trophies will be delivered?
Yes.
Or sent like photo?
No. You will have the real trophy and the real medals. We'll take them to the winners, to the winners, okay? Like to the school, and schools is the one who's going to distribute them to the students.
Miss, did you get the results?
Not yet.
In progress.
It's not easy. Guys, you made it hard on them. You were all amazing. You all presented beautifully. So it's not easy. If I were a judge, I would be like confused whom to choose. All of you are winners. So we have to take it easy on them as well, right?
That's very true. And equally interesting to the competition, this chart that we're having now with the students, it is not to be missed at all. It's so interesting. You ladies and gentlemen are very talented, not only in presenting and in public speaking, but also in expressing your opinions, in being kind and gracious to each other. I mean, those kind feelings and encouraging words, this is something, that we learn from. So thank you so much. Thank you. We're very proud to have you all with us. You did make our day, really. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so our jury is back. Is that right, Ms. Sana, Ms. Noura? Yes. Okay. Just before announcing the results, our student Shamma want to say something, and then we'll ask Ms. Aisha. Yes, Shamma.
Before we announce the winners, I want to congratulate all the teams that presented today. You were all amazing with your wonderful and unique presentations and ideas. I hope we all learned something from this opportunity, and it doesn't matter who wins and who loses, as long as we learned something, that's true winning. Thank you
so much. Ms. Aisha?
Okay.
to conclude, or before we hear the winners, I would like to thank all the teams that participated in today's event. It was really nice to hear everybody voice their particular way on a certain topic that conveyed a message that you wanted everybody to hear. And I want to echo the message that everybody said, that you all are winners. You're winners because it takes a risk to do this. It takes confidence that a lot of people don't have. And for you to present this information in front of a group of 100 people, that is fabulous. That is fabulous. So everybody give yourselves a hand because you did a job well done. Give yourselves a hand. And lastly, I would like to thank the teachers, the SLT teams that supported these students, because without you, this could not have happened. So everybody, including the teachers, the SLT teams, the organizers of this event, everybody is a winner. So congratulations, whoever wins this event. So thank you.
Thank you so much. So who's gonna announce the results?
Yeah, I will announce, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for waiting. We kept you waiting. I'm sure everybody's a little bit stressed, but we will announce the winners. Are you guys ready? Hey. Okay, yeah. So do we start with the first, or do we start with the third?
Third, please.
Third. Okay. Get yourself ready. Fasten your seats, as you said before. Okay. So in the third position, there are two winners. First, the Learning Place International.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Anam, Miss Rima.
There is another also winner in the third place, Dar Al-Ulum Private School.
Oh.
This is another third place. Okay, we come to the second now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, are you holding yourself tight? Let's hear.
Thank you so much.
In the second place comes Zacher Private School. But also, stay tuned. There's another also team who comes in the second place, Align Junior Indian.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now comes the hardest one. Okay, so in the first place, Liwa International School. I hope you are all happy. You did a great job. Thank you very much. We had fun. We enjoyed your presentations. All the best. You are all winners for us. Inshallah, all the success for everyone. Always we see you happy. Always we see you healthy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Congrats to everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sana, Ms. Dinaz, Mrs. Noura Rashidi. We really appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. Very, very well done.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes. May I ask the teachers of the winning to remain, because I need the number of the students who participated so can prepare the medals accordingly.
Miss?
Yes, my dear.
Miss, which Liwa International School? Liwa Girls?
No, the other one. Falaj Hazza. We have them. We have them. Thank you, everyone. Thank you and congratulations.
Leave the Zoom or no?
You can leave the Zoom. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Let Ms. Wajiha confirm.
Bye.
Just a second.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello and congratulations to the winning teams. I would just like to confirm the names of the winning teams. Okay, so we have Al-Khalil. Sorry. Yes, Darul Ulum, third place. We have Munya Abdullah, Noor Imad, and Rahma Mustafa. I hope I've not missed anyone. Okay, now the SRK, we have Mary,
Teacher, can you
Keisha.
remind me the third place what they get?
They will get medals and certificates.
Yes.
Okay,
thank
so
you.
you're most welcome, dear. So for the SRK, we have Mary, Keisha, Andre, and Jan Lord.
Yes, correct. Confirmed.
Okay. Alain Junior's Indian System, second place. We have Sita, Lakshmi, Alia, Ipsita, and Ibrahim.
Yeah, that's yes.
Perfect. Second place, Zakhir Private School. We have Ahmed, Riyadh, Sayyid Abdurrahman, Aiza Ayaz, and Kent Andre.
Teacher, can I just because I want to make sure you said in Dar al-Ulum, Munya, Noor, and
Just a moment. Yeah, Munya Abdullah, Noor Imad, and Rahma Mustafa.
that's true. Okay. Goodbye.
All right. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Miss, what time do we go to the school and collect our medals?
No, my dear, we will contact the school and they will be notified through an email, and the medals will be sent through the school and the certificates will be sent through emails.
Thank you, Miss.
You're most welcome.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss. Miss, when we will get our delivered?
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.